Right as the chorus comes in, it's like the impending doom of this assassin that you can't escape. And I know from the music, nobody's getting out of here. Death March. To the beat of the song. On my Witcher cinematic journey, today we have come to the Witcher 2 opening cinematic, which a lot of you have been asking for. I'm very excited to jump into this. Before we watch, shout out to Atlas for sponsoring this video. Their new game, Unicorn Overlord, is the rebirth of retro fantasy strategy that embarks audiences on a nostalgia-infused epic journey in the classic strategy RPG adventure, inviting them to forge alliances, liberate kingdoms, and explore an expansive world, all in this beautiful painterly style. Like you can see the brushstrokes, and it has an organic animated feel to it. It's in the style of a classic heroic fantasy tale, which I personally love, and it pays homage to classic games with that 16-bit, 32-bit style. It's super unique too. I've never seen something like this. And if you're a fan of strategy like me, it's really gonna test your skills on the battlefield. I personally love stuff like that where you get to build your own army, and the good news is they're all individually designed, really interesting characters. So you really get to build a custom army with your favorites from this huge cast of characters. 50 hours of gameplay in the story, so it's a really, really deep game. And it also has an amazing soundtrack by one of my personal favorite composers, so that's going to be one of my favorite reasons for playing this. And the good news is if you play the demo now, your progress will carry over to the full game, so you can check it out and not waste any time. Click the link in my description to check out Unicorn Overlord. It's available on March 8th for Nintendo Switch, Xbox platforms, PS4, and 5. So try out the demo now and pre-order if you like it. I just played this game for 8 hours on the demo. It's that long and amazing, and I will absolutely be playing this game. Thanks again, Atlas, for sponsoring this video. Witcher lore masters, join me in battle once again. Alright, what do we got? Love the Witcher cutscene so far. Even the Witcher 1, you know, it's quite dated, but it was really well done. Now I'm curious about the second opening here. Okay. Wow, really, really great lighting and clothing simulation right out of the gate here. Okay, a show of skill. Maybe gonna be an opponent for Geralt to fight. Where my mind went. I really like the setting. I really like the different characters and kind of emotions and personalities that were being shown. Clearly it's a king, you know, enjoying his entertainments. This guy's like, get me out of here. No time for this. Okay, there's another shit. Okay, so there's a foreboding feeling. There's a weird, subjective feeling to those shots, which I'll talk more about later. Something seems off here. Something's gonna go wrong. This is cool. It's like wrestling. Yeah, see? Somebody's boarding the ship and they don't even notice. Something's off here. Nice. Oh, but what is that? Oh no. The bomb or something? Magic bomb? Ooh, really cool. Really cool shot there. This guy knows too. He's like, this is not good. I love that we lingered on that shot. Whoa, he's a magician. Okay, that's the only defense? What a great concept. And I love that there's this moment of just... the spectacle. Everybody froze. Oh, that's terrible. That's awful. That's kind of an OP weapon, man. How does he have this? Where did he get this, lore masters? I need to know. Like, how common is this? What the heck? It's completely deleted, like, all these people. No. That's crazy that the guy's crumbling, too. The whole ship and all the people are crumbling. Amazing. Right as the chorus comes in, it's like the impending doom of this assassin that you can't escape. And I know from the music, nobody's getting out of here. Absolutely nobody. And we know how skilled this archer is. That's the crazy part. Ah. I love how calm he is, though. Look at how calm he stays, because he's such a quick shot. Yeah, the choir, it sounds like a funeral song. It's really clever. And he dodges it. Ah, man. Brutal. The red blood with the ice crumbling. And the choreography and the shot selection is incredible. No! No! That was insane. Ah, the magician couldn't even do anything. And then they're in this frame, this painted frame of the only thing that's not frozen. Oh, that's terrible. Ah, God, he just hacks it on. Ah, my God. Wait, how is it staying there? The crown like attached to his head. Insanity. And the guitar comes in. Wow. He's just gonna swim away. That was wild, man. Absolutely insane. That last segment was just pure spectacle. The music and everything come together. I loved it. Let's take a look at it in more detail. Like I said, join our Discord if you're enjoying our time. And if you want to choose a video for me to react to, click the join button. All right. Let's see what's going on here. So I really like the musical shift in the beginning. It feels very... I also like the kind of fantasy shift, if you pay attention. In the beginning, it's very, you know, medieval. All the clothes and stuff are quite normal, and this king having his drink. This looks like it could be a documentary, right? It looks like it could be a documentary from something you'd see on like a historical context or like a reenactment or something. It's all very accurate. Then this shot comes in. All of a sudden, something feels very off about this shot. It's a skewed angle. The axis is off. And inadvertently, because it's a vantage point that these people aren't looking at, these people can't see, it feels like they're being spied on. It feels like somebody's looking down on them. And it feels like sort of a subjective point of view where this point of view knows more. Do you see what I mean? Like, we have an advantage. They're hidden. They're unseen. And it's just an unsettling shot. But it's not lingered on. You know, it's just a little bit to make it seem like something's off. Then back to the festivities. You're the best. Aaliyah just brought me breakfast. Oh, she's the best. Oh my God. Anyways, look at this. Yeah, then it goes back to it. It's okay, next up we have the wrestlers and everything. And I also love in the beginning that we get the shots of the archer. This was really clever to show his skill. Cool that we actually are going to have a couple combatants that are very skilled against this assassin. Also, lore masters, who is this assassin? Where did he get the thing? Where did he get this ice bomb? Like, that is a weapon that could end a war in 5 minutes if you had a couple of them. Like, what? The only reason that it was blocked a little bit was because the sorcerer was there to counter it. Like, what? How far-reaching is this weapon? Anyways, it's insanity. So yeah, we showed this guy's skill, and what a small detail that I liked is at the end. Like, look at his expression, right? He's done this a million times. The guy is good at archery. Like, he's beyond good. It's second nature to him. At the end, you'll notice everybody else is scared. Everybody else is terrified, right? And then look at the archer's face as he fights. It's the same exact thing. He's like, just another target. And he still can't hit it because it's actually the ship is moving. That's the only reason he misses him. And the guy still dodges it too, I think, on that second shot. But anyways, back to this. So, really cool kind of documentary feel. This one shot, something feels really weird. And then we come here. Yeah. And then I also like how there's a little bit of tension ramping up. In this case, it's because the guys are wrestling, and then the music becomes this kind of like battle march, and all of a sudden it's okay, you know, we're getting a little bit of action here. We're getting a little bit of action. And then he comes on the ship, and it's like the beating of the drum feels like almost like a heartbeat, almost like something's happening, something's ramping up. And also, you'll notice the king and everybody's eyes are on these guys who are boxing and wrestling, and it's like, look at the assassin, you fools! You know, so it's a really clever thing to kind of give us anxiety as the audience, and I really like that. You know, he's over here, he's completely hidden. Now this is where stuff gets crazy. Yeah, what is this weapon? How does he have access to it? Where did he get it? How powerful is this guy? I want to know power scaling, man. Like, is this guy a Witcher? Is he on the same scale as Geralt? Like, who on the power scaling of a Witcher? Where is this guy? Because he's obviously skilled with a blade. He takes out a few people, and I think they show with the archer that he is a class above the archer, so we can power scale a little bit there. But what a cool weapon, and I love that we kind of get this moment of tension again when we see that. It's like, what is that? So we're instantly asking questions, which are then going to get paid off very quickly. Again, it's kind of like, yeah, really nice switch there with the shots. It was almost like he's hesitating, like, have I been seen? Oh, wait, is this guy a Witcher? Okay, I'm just noticing that this guy has orange eyes. He might be a Witcher himself, yeah. That's a cool idea. Is he a Witcher who like went rogue or something? Anyways, lore masters, fill me in. But I really like that quick shot of the king. It's almost like, okay, did you notice the pacing of the shots is increasing? So in the rhythm of the edit, as we call it in the editing room, these guys started to increase the pace to make it feel a little bit more frantic. And then he just lobs this thing over. And now this guy is the only one who happens to catch this. It's the only reason that we get a chance to survive here. That's something I really like, is the use of extreme slow-mos in here, probably like into the 400 frames per second was used here, which was then converted into a 23.98 timeline to achieve this glorious, glorious slow-mo. And what's happening here is they're letting it linger. I think it's a really, really smart choice here. Letting that moment of tension linger until it's almost unbearable. Look how long this goes on. Silence. And then they still, after it shatters, you get the silence. No music, right? And then what they did there is they allowed for the really, really well done sound design to shine by cutting off the music. There's the moment of tension, so then what are you doing? Your ears are peeled, man. So this was really smart. Your ears are peeled, and then you cannot help but notice the sound effect and really pay attention to the sound design. Oh, crispy sound design. So you get the, and then it's like very crunchy, and then I love how we pull back to this bird's eye view, and then it's like just this far away sounds. And I think that might have just answered my question. How far-reaching is the devastation of this weapon? Boom! It goes out like, whatever, 50 meters in each direction. It's insanity. And again, the tension. It's almost like a relief. We just wait. And it's almost like, I don't even want to see. I don't want to see what happened. And then we come here again, focusing on the details. Really, really cool shot here of like, the whole ship's frozen. It's not just the guys that were fighting that he got hit with. It's everything. Look at this. Incredibly done. I love that detail too. The king's like, well, dang, I'm going to need this. Might be my last drink, Again, attention to detail, really cool. And I think what they're doing here is they're showing that the assassin's gone. He is actually sunk below to the bottom floor to then pop back up. But I love that they focus on the spectacle, because I feel like if this happened, you would actually probably be doing something similar, just staring in disbelief, because this is not something, I feel like, even in the world of The Witcher, which is more fantastical than our own, is not something that can be easily accepted. Like, wait, all these people are just frozen, solid, like statues. And that's what's kind of cool, is they are statues now. And it feels like all of a sudden we're in a museum. Even these goofballs here. And he's like, okay, seems to have worked. But I think what's interesting is they don't even know where he threw it from. The magician just happened to see that flying. And here we go. Really, really cool shot here, because our eye is drawn over here. But what's really clever is you'll notice the focus point, so the focal point in the sort of rack focus was placed right here on the ground, which is for good reason. Our boy's coming up. And this is where stuff starts to get crazy. He starts to shatter this guy, and instantly, this sort of like mourning song, this funeral type music starts playing. Right? And you know. That's awesome. Okay, I think I was wrong. He didn't come up from under the floor. It was just showing the ship crumbling to pieces, which was also really clever. So what I like is the impending doom. Like I said, it's a apocalyptic image. Look at this. Apocalyptic imagery. People are crumbling, frozen solid and crumbling to pieces. The world of this entire trailer that we've been established, this ship is crumbling, and this guy is just moving forward with extreme attention. And this is also a guy who lobbed a little like magical device and it killed almost everybody on the ship. Now has drawn his weapons, and that is a horrifying concept. Right? How strong is this guy? And he's like, is he smirking? Is he frowning? We don't know, but he's just moving. And I love this intention of moving forward across the frame towards his target into the negative space here. Really nicely composed. And the music, again, feels unavoidable. He feels completely unavoidable. It's beautifully done. Awesome. And I love that, the ship crumbling causes the archer to miss a lot. He's constantly moving forward. But notice, yeah, he's completely chill. Oh, man. And he dodges it so skillfully in a very Witcher type way. This was interesting, too, about this trailer is it's hard to know, like, without any context. Is this guy evil? He's presented as evil because we're initially opening the scene from the perspective of the king and his subjects. So it feels like, he's someone who comes in and kills the people that seem innocent enough. They're not doing anything bad. There's no villainy displayed on screen. There could be an evil king that we haven't seen their misdeeds. But it's interesting to see. I wonder if this guy is a bad guy or if this was like an evil king. But I doubt that everybody on the ship was evil, including like the jester and stuff. Just doing his job. And then the music explodes. Now, I want to go and look at this because it's so cleverly done with the music. All right, listen what's happening. Like a beat to the song. We start getting these amazing cuts and choreography and camera moves in sync. So check this out. So, yeah, like a death march to the beat of the song. It's incredible. Yeah, incredible work. Absolutely everything coming together. Music, editing, rhythm, composition, shot selection, sound design, everything. Impending doom. That's what I'm telling you. Impending doom. There's so much to talk about here. It's just masterfully done. It's the build up of the song, and this guy's not making it, right? Even though he's so skilled. And the music. Oh, incredible. Yeah, it's incredible too to see the shot. Actually, zooms there. There's a zoom in, a zoom out to show the scale of the destruction, and then we punch back in as he pulls out the sword, the dagger. I actually quite like that parry right there. Let me see that again. Yeah, he does like almost like that was cool. I really like that. I think that might be my favorite of the sort of action shots is this one. There's a really cool sense of depth to this shot, and they achieve that with a shallow depth of field here, focused just on the destruction, which was really smart. I have this background of kind of like a blue-gray sky, so of course you can see the blood, you can see the devastation, you can see his body, and look at the whole background now. The whole background is icy, but it almost looks gray, which makes it look like these guys are the only thing that's in color. It looks like black and white in the background, and it's just brutal to kind of emphasize the brutality of this assassination. It's crazy. And the fact that he takes a human shield, man, that is horrifying. Oof, rough, man. Yeah, and again, the shot's kind of like zooming around and everything. To me, it shows the sort of heightened awareness and heightened skill level of this guy. It's really cool. It's the same thing that they use. Did you notice this? It's kind of very clever. It's the same thing they use in the Witcher 3 scene. What is it called? Killing Monsters, where Geralt fights the guys. The camera angle's kind of moving around. So I love that we may be seeing right now, if it's made by the same filmmakers or it's just referential, this sort of cinematic language may have been birthed right here that they ended up referencing in Killing Monsters. So I do like that. And then, like, what is he gonna do? You know, he's also drunk, so you know, he's not gonna be as sharp as here. Trying to like climb away, and it's just. And at this point, I quite like that the music's done because we know the king is defenseless. Like he's just drinking his stuff. These amazing warriors couldn't stop the guy. It's over, you know. And it's just kind of this somber like silence. Yeah, a little bit of sound design there to emphasize. Nothing too crazy. And he just picks him up, and it's wild to me that he just puts him on his belt like a, you know, like a sack of potatoes. That's pretty crazy. And then, yeah, that's it. Wow, unbelievably done. And then he swims away and just kind of shows the devastation. Now, what is this ship over here is the question. The whole thing happened in like 20 seconds. So I really actually don't believe that they could have deployed any sort of help if that ship was full of warriors or anything. Like, it happened so fast. A lot of it was in slow motion. In fact, the whole thing was in slow motion until that last part with the king. So, you know, what are they going to do? The ship, to their vantage point, it looks like the ship just exploded and crumbled, you know? So, anyways, I thought it was fantastic. Very, very intriguing. And also a great character introduction. This could be a fantastic opening to a film. And then the next scene would be introducing our hero Geralt as a sort of foil to this guy. I think it'd be really cool. But anyways, amazing work. Definitely well done. I have no notes on this one besides holy mama, there's a lot to break down. The details are incredible. The rhythm of the edit, the music use, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you want me to do more Witcher. Maybe we could do a Witcher stream sometime where we break down a lot of videos, or we'll just continue picking them apart sometimes like this. But I hope you guys enjoyed your time. Hop into our Discord. We got a huge community in there. We're also streaming World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy VII coming up with a game release, and doing a lot of fun stuff. So thank you guys.